the right note. Look what I've got. It's a banana. Look. Hello? Oblige me. I forgot all about it. All right, I'll get there as quick as I can. Okay, bye. Please, don't peek too early. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, excuse me, 1 second, I've forgotten something. That's better. You just can't be too careful. Ladies, listen, I'm going to be honest, I've just found out my local librarian's died today. So I'd like to start the show with 2 minutes noise. La 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 It's surprising how long 2 minutes is. Like, oh, look. Look. I forgot to show you her. Look at her. Look. Okay, what else have we got? Look, I've got a big whitehead on my chin there as well. Oh, look, this is one of my favourites as well. That's my favourite. Oh, bugger. It's happened. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it's happened. You know, it's like you think you get through the whole day and it doesn't happen, but you can see what's happened, can't you? Look. See, if I stand like that, you can see what's happened, can't you? If I go like that, you can see it better, can't you? How much you pay for this, love? $12.50? Basically, I've got an itchy bum. It's out in the open. Well, it's not out in the open, but I've got an itchy bum. I've got an itchy bum, see? So, basically, you pay $12.50 to watch some bloke that don't know his arse from his elbow. Mangoes in a pub. Mangoes in a pub. Mangoes in a pub. Now, there was a time you just get crisps and peanuts. Not anymore. Just mangoes. Okay, look, I know you don't know, please listen. I know you don't understand what's going on up here at the moment, but don't worry, when you get home tonight, you'll just be dozing off and you go, oh, I got it, and listen, last Thursday was my buddy's birthday, right? His name's Colin, and what happened? Sorry, Colin. And what happened, what happened, right, it was his birthday, and we forgot, we was all working, he phoned us up, he said, you've forgotten my birthday. I went, oh, Lige, me, how can we make it up to you? And he said, would you mind if I had a party and had a few friends round? So I said, how many friends? He said, well, it was about 47 budgies and all my friends from Pet City. So I said, well, as long as you clean up any mess after you, I don't care. And what happened? He had too much to drink. He tried to impress a few of the birds. I'm not waiting for these. He walked into the mirror. He walked into his mirror, tripped over his bell, fell off the perch, and landed on the bottom of the cage with a little thud like that. Well, you timed that one well, didn't you? And what happened, right? Oh, he broke his ankle, right? And he tried to tell me that someone had spiked his trill. But I know he just had too much down his back. Now, all the other birds saw this and all the animals, and they cleared off and left him there. And he's lying on the bottom of the cage going, oh, my leg. Like that, right? And so what happened? He couldn't reach the phone, right? So, but luckily for him, I'd installed one of those home help buzzers around his wing, right? So he just pulled the button and the home help phoned me up. I went home and sorted it out, and he's lying on the bottom of the cage like that, going, oh, my leg, right? And rather than take him to the vet, I've done it myself, right? Because I've been watching Animal Hospital, so I knew what to do. So what I've done, I've got 2 Swan Vesta matches, right? And I tied them to his broken ankle with a bit of cotton around it, all to act as like a splint. And I said, how does that feel? He said, oh, it's very painful. So he's quite well spoken. So I said, well, can you walk on it? He said, not very far. So, well, you haven't got to go far. Your cage is only that long. He went, well, I do what I can. So I popped him into his cage, and that's what he did. He did what he could. He hobbled along like that, whimpering with every little step, going, oh. Oh. And as he was going along, I thought he was doing quite well. But I foresaw a problem coming up in the near future. Because as he was hobbling along, he was dragging the broken leg along the sandpaper in the bottom of the cage. Please. It was at that point which you seem to have sussed yourselves. I thought perhaps Swan Vestas were the wrong choice of split. Because it was the first time I've heard a budgie go woof. It was amazing. Listen, do you remember this? Do you remember when you was a kid, you used to play a great game called Knock Up Ginger, right? It's where you knock on someone's door and run away, and today it's called Parcel Force. Look, see this, I bought this the other day, right, and what it is, it's a personal alarm, and what happens, if you get mugged, you push a button and a really loud noise comes out, and it frightens off any assailants. Listen, I got beat up by a deaf bloke. Listen, you know, a lot of people say, no, it's too late. Listen, a lot of people say they reckon the relationship between the performer and the audience is a bit like a love affair, and they reckon the performer is supposed to make love to the audience. We could be here for some time this evening, but we're not at the moment. We're just getting to know each other. You're not sure if you like me, I'm not sure if I like you. Basically, you've got to tell me how you like it, love. First impression of it, my impression of a robot having a wee. A robot having a wee. Listen, I don't know if anyone's been to see the show Riverdance, right? But I went to see Riverdance about 2 years ago when it first opened, right? And it cost me 36 quid a ticket. And I was right up the back. I thought, I'm not going to enjoy this show. I've been stiffed here. I paid 36 quid. I'm right up the back. And I thought, I was really wound up, right? And I realised it was all negative thinking. If you think you're not going to enjoy something, you won't enjoy it. So I thought, right, I'll be positive. So I thought, I'm going to be positive thinking. I'm going to enjoy this show. I paid 36 quid. I'm sitting right up the back, but it doesn't matter. 36 quid is money well spent if I have a really good night. But I'm right up the one, 3 rows from the back, but it's really good. I'm really going to enjoy the show. And I was really positive. I was really looking forward to it. And just before the show started, a family of tall people walked in and sat right there in front of me. I couldn't see nothing on stage of the performer's legs. All I could see was from the waist up. Now, I don't know if you know anything about the show Riverdance, but there's not a great deal of upper body movement going on in that show. It cost me 36 quid to watch Michael Flatley and 60 of his mates go... Look at how high my hips are. Answers on a postcard. It's going to be a bloody long night, isn't it? Look at this. Next impression, this is my impression now of the chicken midwife. the chicken midwife. Medical equipment. You know, my dad's got 2 left feet. And every year when he goes on holiday, he has to buy himself a new pair of flip-flips. Mangoes on a bus. I don't think so. Okay, the chicken... No, just... I went to a séance last week. And instead of using a Ouija board, we used a Cluedo board. And we contacted Elvis. And after 40 minutes, Elvis said, it was Professor Plum in the conservatory with a ginster's pasty. Okay, the chicken, see look, medical equipment. There's a quick impression of an aeroplane lost in the fog. Chicken midwife. I don't think I use the medical equipment. Hinders what I have to do. Chicken midwife. £12.50, eh? You know Edward Woodward? If he had no D's in his name, he'd be called Ewa-Woo-Wa. Okay, the chicken, chicken midwife. That's the chicken's legs, you see. And that's all the gubbins there, you see. Oh! You know it's not the first time that's happened. You know, the best thing about BSE, mad cow disease, is just imagine what the Oxo family are going to look like in 3 years' time. That'd be a couple of weeks ago, I bought myself a giant bottle of brown sauce, right? It was HP, 28 weeks, 15 pence a week. See, HP sauce, love, It's also short for hire purchase. HP sauce, hire purchase. Don't make me slap you, love. Because I bloody will. I'll sting the back of your leg so hard you'll go like that. And do you know what noise you'll make? You go, ow. That's what you do. Doctors, I had some beans up my nose, a sausage on my head and a bacon sandwich under my armpit, and the doctor said I wasn't eating properly. Then I got stung by a bee. I paid 30 quid for a jar of honey. See, HP is a sauce, love. It's also short for hire purchase. Then I got chased by a police dog. Now, if you ever find yourself getting chased by a police dog, never go up some stairs, through a tunnel, or through a hoop of fire, because they're really good at that sort of stuff. Next impression, my impression of Michael Jackson treading in dog poo. Can you please laugh at the end of the joke, love? You'll know when that is because every other bugger's laughing, okay? No, I wasn't doing nothing. No one else was laughing. No one was. I didn't think you said a couple of people tittering, but no one full-blown bloody laugh. Let's just see if everybody finds nothing funny, shall we? You bloody do, don't you? Don't run your love. Mangoes in the doctors. They get bloody everywhere, don't they? Okay, Michael Jackson's treading in dog poo. To come through the post the other day from Greenpeace, and he said, would I like to adopt a killer whale? Which I thought would be a great idea. Then I thought, no, I don't want to be the one in 18 years' time to have to tell a killer whale that I'm not his real father. Imagine the problems you're going to have when it's a card shark. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you now to a world that's dark and dangerous. A world you know exists, but no one wants to go there. A world where the hand is quicker than the eye. Because, you know, a lot of people say when they drink coffee at night, they can't sleep. Well, I find it's the other way round. While I'm asleep, I can't drink coffee. And when I do, I have these really bad dreams, right? I have these really bad dreams. Right. What are you doing here? Hey? Cat got your tongue? You should be over there, okay? You shouldn't be here. You should be over there. Not here. Over there. Don't you hate it when you have a hair out of place? As I was saying, I have these really weird dreams, right? And the weirdest dream I ever had, I dreamt that Paul Daniels was my dustman. I'd like to recreate for you now exactly what happened when Paul Daniels, his wife Debbie McGee, and his son Martin come to empty my rubbish last Friday morning. And this is what happened. Can I have some magic music, please, chunky boy? I'm I'm being Paul Daniels now. Now I'm being Martin. Now I'm being Debbie. Answers on a postcard. I bet you can't guess what's coming next. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to do something deadly dangerous. This thing that I'm about to do is so dangerous that tonight I will be tweaking the nipples of fear. I will slide open the sluice gates of suspense and poke fun at Pandora's box. Right, leave it, love. Ladies and gentlemen, the important thing is I will not be doing this next piece alone. I'd like to introduce you now to a man who is known worldwide as the Love Turkey. He is a love god. He is my friend, he is my compatriot, and above all, this man is my twin brother. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you know it makes sense. Please welcome on the stage my twin brother, Reynard! This is my twin brother Reynard, and got a bit of a packet down there tonight, haven't you? Ladies, as you can see, we're not identical twins, as we were split up at birth, and Reynard was brought up by Des O'Connor. Reynard also wrote a couple of songs. One of Des's earliest songs that Reynard wrote was called Dick-a-Dum-Dum. Oh, yes, Reynard wrote it, and it went like this, ladies. It went, a dicky-dum-dum, dicky-dum-dum, a dicky-dum-dum, dicky-dum-dum, a dicky-dum-dum, dicky-dum-dum, a dicky-dum-dum, dicky-dum-dum. I daren't look at him, Don't kiss him the bloody willies. Get over there. Ladies and gentlemen, Reynard also played violin on a number of songs for Cilla Black in the 60s, and one of those songs that he played on was called You're My World. And I know Reynard has brought the equipment with him to recreate that original recording. Yes, good, then get your equipment together. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's good. What? You remember how it went? Okay, that's good. This is a recreation of that original recording all those years ago of your... Like, yeah, you look like the dog's biscuit, don't you? This is a recreation of that original recording of your... My... Okay? You're my world, you're my night, my day. You're my world, you're every prayer I pray. Listening, I feel how so divine. You're my world, you are my night, my day. You've missed it, you spinner. I mean, any more of this misbehaving, I'll show you the back of my hand. Hey. Wait. 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 You have fallen into my trap. I have you now, young Jedi. I squash your head in between my fingers, like Dairy Lee cheese triangle. I squash your head like a little pea, fresh as the moment when the pod went pop. Get up, you diff. Ladies and gentlemen, Reynard and me, we're now going to perform some hypnotism. But to hypnotise Reynard, I need specialist equipment. No, we don't have no watch on a chain, Reynard. No, we don't have anybody clicking their fingers with gloves on. No, we don't have that, whatever that is, Reynard. We have specialist equipment. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the ancient Hypno Club of Caractacus, found in the tomb of Damocles, near Nebuchadnezzar, just outside Argos. Reynard, brace yourself. Yes, I know you've heard that before, yes. Yes, and I've warned him about it as well, it won't happen anymore. Trust your instincts, young Skywalker. Feel the Force. He's a puppet! As you can see, Reynard is now under my complete control. I show Reynard the finger of fate. Wherever the finger of fate goes, so does Reynard. First of all, I take Reynard into the audience to a beautiful woman. I need to swap fingers of fate. And swap back again. Yes, follow the finger of fate to a beautiful woman in the audience. Yes. Yes, follow. Yes. Got your bloody money's worth near, haven't you? Does the word moist mean anything to you? I think you find it does, young wench. Now I take Reynard to Ugly Man in the audience, yes. Follow the finger of fate to ugly slaphead man, yeah. You may kiss him if you wish, Reynard. Oi! Get back up here, you spatula. No, don't electrocute yourself, you div. Get up that way. Don't chase the cameraman. Yes, I know he was there, but he mustn't play kiss chase with the cameraman. No, you didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to prove to you that Reynard is no stranger to danger. Using this. And this is the ancient chopper of hemorrhoidia. Found underneath an old pile of plums. You must place your hand inside the chopper. Yes. Wiggle your fingers then. Those ones, dog breath. Don't milk it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the ancient blade of Babylonia, which I shall now pass to Reynard's puny arm. It's complete cack, isn't it? The second blade of Babylonia through Reynard's puny wrist. Not heard you make a sound like that for ages. Hold the pain, young Skywalker. The Emperor will be pleased. No! It's too bloody late now. It's too bloody late now, isn't it? What made you do that? Are we having fun tonight or what? Listen, when I was really little, on my birthday, my dad used to say to me every year, he'd say, what would you like as a present? And I'd say, Dad, I want to go and see Torval and Dean. But my dad would say, I'm sorry, the tickets are that too expensive. You'll have to think of something else. That was all I ever wanted. And it never happened. But one year, on the morning of my birthday, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, it was still dark. My dad woke me up. I don't know how old I was about 28, 29, something like that. And my dad said, you know you always wanted to go and see Torval and Dean? I said, yes, Dad, that's right. He said, well, the tickets are still too expensive. But this is what it looks like. Turn the bloody thing off and... Just got a good kick in the Jacobs then. Leisure's his net. Time for a bit of culture. And I'm just the man for the job because this is my trumpet. And a lot of musicians do say they can't communicate with an audience verbally through a microphone. And they say they communicate through their music, and that's what I'd like to do tonight. I'd like to communicate with you through my trumpet. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm sorry. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a lovely old song that's been written by a famous Welsh miner called Cole Porter. And it's a lovely song, it's called Moon River, and I'm going to do it twice the way through. So if you know the words and you want to join in, don't, because I want to do it on my own. And while I'm singing it, I'm going to look around the audience, and whoever I think is the most attractive lady here tonight will get this flower. And it's plastic, so it will last forever. And I'll go home and tell all your friends and relatives who's the most attractive lady here in the theatre tonight. Now, as you know, I don't make the rules of the world up, but somebody's got to lose. Looking around quite a lot of you tonight, but don't worry, if you don't get it, it don't mean you're unattractive. Well, if you don't get it round here, you've got to be a moose, haven't you? Well, that's another story. It's a lovely song. It's a lovely song, and whenever I sing it, people say to me afterwards, was that really you singing that song? Or was it a tape recording of Andy Williams? Or Vanessa Phelps? And you know what I say? I say, oh no. You think I jest, but I don't. That's what I say. I say, oh no. It was me singing all on my own. Okay, girls, smile nicely, I'm on my way. Moon River, wider than the mile. I'm crossing the star. Someday our dream may come. Now bloody hell. Very difficult tonight. So many ugly ones. I'm not calling anyone out, but they know who they are. I can't not do it, you little minx. That's for you. You're welcome. Get it back, you old trout. Bloody get it back now. Get it. I haven't seen her over here. Get out the bloody way. She's wearing impulse, that's what it is. But don't worry, I'll have something for you later, baby. Bloody leave it. What's that? Hey? What did I say to you in the dressing room? No. I didn't say don't do that in the sink. I didn't say that. I did not say that. You just said that just for a cheap laugh, didn't you? I know you got one. That's not the bloody point, is it? It's not funny. I know they laughed at it. Just because they laugh don't make it funny. They laugh at anything. Watch. Just means they don't get out enough, that's what it means. Should I show you what's funny? Do you want to know what's funny? Should I show you what's funny? Do you want to know? Yeah, cocky attitude, yeah, cool. I'll show you what's funny. I think you'll find this is quite amusing, big boy. Christmas when his beard's gone into one. Listen to me. Do you remember when you was a kid, if you got a balloon like this and rubbed it on your hair, and put it against the wall, it'd stick to it? And they call that static. Didn't know. I went to a pub quiz last week and the pub was so rough. The first question was, "Oi, what are you looking at?" Yes, it's now time for some professional balloon modelling. For you tonight. A few children in, so just the children's of balloon animals. But to save time, I'm just not going to bother blowing up the balloons. So, you go first, then. Can you tell what it's going to be yet? Kangaroo. Octopus. Spider. Man with 8 willies. You know, a lot of people say to me after the show, they go, "Excuse me, is that really the way you talk?" And it is. I'm 36 and I sound like something out of Euro Disney. Imagine what it was like when I was 6 years old. Only next door's dog could hear me, right? And it's awful. I could people say, "Do you use any specialist equipment? You know, do you use like electronics?" And I don't. And they go, "What about helium? You use helium, don't you?" And I don't. Let's be honest. Just imagine what my voice would sound like if I used helium. It don't bear thinking about, does it? So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to make science fun. And at the same time, I'm going to prove to you this is the way that I talk normally. And to help me do this, I need Reynard to bring onto the stage some scientific and technical equipment and accoutrements and stuff. Reynard, can I have those things I just asked for, please? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Reynard holds in his hand a balloon. This is no ordinary balloon, for it holds that gas called helium, which is lighter than air. Thank you, Reynard. Who knows what could have happened then? Yeah, probably. This is where we make science fun. Just watch what happens when the helium enters my body. Making my voice sound like Barry White, making my verse return to its normal squeaky self the same day as when I was born. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Thunderbirds are go! To infinity and beyond. Well, just behind the curtain, that's where. Oh, there's a quick impression of a fly with something in his eye. Oh, look. don't know if anyone's been to the pictures recently or watched the old Star Wars film, but they've brought them all back again, so they've got a new one coming out next year, and it's called Christmas at Home, with Darth Vader. And this is the opening scene from that new film. It's all right, it's me.
Tomorrow is Christmas Day. And Luke Skywalker will open his sack.
By leaving up.
And he will find My Little Pony. And he will find Action Man with gripping hands. And he will also find Buckaroo, the rooting-tooting backing game. I know, for I have felt his presence.
Don't you hate it when pigeons have diarrhea? I never found out your name, sir. The name of the slaphead. What's your name? What's your name? Michael, would you pick a card, please, Michael? Any card you like, Michael. Don't be forced one on you, anyone you like. Thank you, Michael. Look at it, Michael. Look at it. Look at the card. Look at the card. Look at the card. Put it back in the back. Anywhere you like. Don't let me see it. Anywhere you like. Thank you, Michael. Okay. Michael, I'm now going to put your cards, the card in particular that you picked in amongst these, in this mystical bucket. Michael, in a very loud voice, very similar to your own, please shout out what the card was that you just picked. The Six of Hearts. Probably was, Michael. Probably was. Now, here's something you don't see very often. Don't see that very often, do you? I don't know if anybody remembers a great programme on television when I was a kid, but it was called Vision On, and it was presented by a bloke called Tony Hart, and he teaches children how to draw drawings and paint pictures. And every week they'd say, if you've got any pictures of your own you want to send in, just send them in, and we'll put the best pictures that we get up on the gallery. So every week, I used to draw them a picture, paint a painting, do some sort of artistic stuff. I'd send it in to them. I'd watch a programme religiously every week, just to see one of my paintings on the gallery. But not once did they ever show any of my paintings on that gallery. So I wrote a letter to Tony Hart. I said, "Dear Tony, why don't you ever show any of my paintings on your gallery?" And he wrote me a letter back saying, because they're complete cack. But I found out the way you can tell a really good painting is if you walk into a room and there's a painting on the wall. If that painting's any good, wherever you go in that room, the eyes should follow you, wherever you go. If a picture Have you ever seen an elephant fly? Look. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an elephant fly. Do you know you can tell that's an elephant fly? That truly is an elephant fly. Mangoes in a supermarket. That's where they should be, isn't it? You know, I got in quite early today, so I had to walk around town, and I found a shop which I've not found in this area before, and I wouldn't normally go in. The only reason I did was something caught my eye as I went past the window. I think it was a piece of wire hanging off the door. Right there. I thought then it must be a sign. I looked again, there was. It was a sign of the shop. So I thought, perhaps I should go in it. And the shop was called Age Concern. And as I went into the shop, the man behind the counter came straight over to me and said, "Excuse me, how old are you?" I said, 36. He said, "What year was you born in?" I said, 1961. "Why?" He said, "Oh, no reason. I'm just concerned." I'm going to leave you now with something I call Our Song, which isn't our song. It's not mine and yours. It's mine and someone else's. It's mine and my first girlfriend, who I met when I was 14, and she was 15. She must have been a year older than me. When we was old enough, we moved in together, and it wasn't long before she said she wanted to become an astronaut. She wanted to join NASA. She said she needed more space. Her name was Dave. And after 12 long years together, we broke up, and I take full responsibility for the breakup. For after 12 years, one day I woke up, looked her in the eye, and realised that she was an ugly cow. And I remember writing in my diary, from this day forth, she will always be known as Spanner Face. Because every time I looked at her, my nuts tightened. Painful memories. This, ladies and gentlemen, was Our Song. I know a song that goes, 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 goes. I know a song that goes, 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 goes. Boom shakalaka. Leave it. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. You in the right key? I met her while we were bungee jumping. She was on the rebound. Your looks are laughable, unphotographical. Yet you're my favorite work of art. Her dad owned a video shop. The first time I took her out, he said she had to be home by 10:30. I didn't get her in till 11:45, so I had to shove her through the letterbox and pay another £2. Is your figure less than weak? Is your mouth a little weak? When you're old, they need to speak. Are you smart? She winked at me, and and I winked at her. And there we both stood. Right pair of winkers. Don't shave your hairs for me, not unless you cares for me. Stay, little Valentine, oh please say you'll stay and never go away. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Sorry, I lost a bit then. She broke off our engagement. And then she broke my heart. And then she broke my video. What a clumsy tart. Each day is Valentine's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to see the show. From me, good night. God bless. Thank you very much. Do you like him? Look. Don't worry, it's only bleach. Yes, please can I ask you for a big round of applause for our musicians, my musical director, Mr. Duncan Roy. And Mr. Alan, your secretary. If you have enjoyed what I've been doing tonight, I will be selling tapes afterwards, but they're not tapes of this because this is just cack. And what they are, they're tapes on self-hypnosis on how to stop smoking. So if we have got any members of the audience tonight, you'd like to stop smoking, you'd like to buy a tape, then I'll just give you an excerpt of what you can expect to hear on the tape. Okay, should sell a few of those tonight. Listen. I've really had a nice time tonight. Have you enjoyed yourselves tonight? Yeah. A lot of people say to me after, they go, excuse me, that was cack. And I go, I know. It was 10 pence go and phone somebody that gives you monkeys, because I don't. I think there's too many bad things going on in the world. You can't come out and have an hour of cack every now and then. There's something wrong with it. I know it's cost you $12.50, but hey. Basically, I'm trying to say thank you for coming, because if you hadn't have come, then there wouldn't have been no one here, but you did, so there's been no... The reason, listen, I had to get here early today, because I had to do a fate. I said to someone that I'd open the fate for them. And you know, so you go to fate, oh, and you have to cut the ribbon and get on the mic, goes, hello, the fate is now open, walk around the stalls. And afterwards, you have to go to one of those things where, you know, I had to meet the mayor and his wife. And they had all those sandwiches and, you know, all curled up at the side and those, it was in like a little tent, one of those big tents, well, it's a little tent really, because there's not many people there. But it was a little tent, you know, and they had those things on sticks, pensioners. And, I'm sorry. It was there and I had to take it. It was there. No, it's just there, you know, it's just there and it was just there. So I did it. It's a small world, isn't it? And, basically, I had to meet the mayor, right, and his wife. And have you met the mayor's wife? She said, oh, no, not with her. She was that lady over there. And she was walking back one of those rollipops, you know, with like prawns and cream and all that sort of thing. And she hadn't eaten this one, right? And I didn't like to talk because she was eating all this. Well, she wasn't eating. She was just about to eat. And it stopped anyone talking to her because people go, oh, like that. And she had this volleyball there. I thought, well, I'm going to dive in and talk to her. And as I went over to talk to her, I saw there was a hair hanging off her. This is true, there was a hair hanging off her volleyball. Right? So I thought, well, this would be a great opening piece for conversation. Oh, I'll get that. So I said, excuse me, this is Mayor's wife, you know, Mr. Mayor's wife. You've got hair on your volleyball, I'll get it for you. And as I pulled the hair off, her top lip went, ooh. never get a second chance of making a first impression, do you? That's being honest. The ladies are... Oh. I'm going to leave you there, ladies, with a song that my dad used to sing to me when I was very little, because when I was little, my dad used to drink a lot in his younger days. He used to drink like a fish. He used to go, which is how fishes drink, you know. You can't see that because they're normally covered in water, but that's... If you spend a bit of time looking at them, you can see them doing that occasionally. You obviously don't want to do that, but I enjoyed the experience. Perhaps you won't. Been coming after a heavy night drinking. I'd be asleep in my bed and he'd shave my eyebrows off. And then he'd sing me this song, which means a lot to me. It's not that funny a song. Not amusing. It's not funny at all, but I'm going to sing it anyway, because that's what I want to do. I've just said it's not a funny song, love. There's a small voice inside me, which I feel sure will guide me. Small voice that will tell me right from wrong. When I'm feeling faint-hearted, sailing waters uncharted. Please, no pig sounds, love. My small voice will help me to be strong. Like the trees and the flowers need sunshine. You need something on which you can depend. Never chiding, never preaching, gently guiding, quietly teaching. My small voice will be with me to the end. If you're not going to take it seriously, I'm not going to do it. Like a small baby crying for his mother. You need something on which you can depend. Never chiding, never preaching, gently guiding, quietly teaching. My small voice will be with me to the end. It don't look stupid, does it? My small voice is my very bestest friend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for me. Good night, God bless. See you later.